Hello everyone, this is Anshika, and today we are here on this channel with another video on the question 66, that is plus 1. So let's start by understanding what the problem is, and then we'll be looking at what will be the possible solution. After that, we'll be coming back to our Leetcode platform on solving the code. So let's begin by reading. You are given a large integer represented as an integer array digits, where each digits of I is the ith digit of the integer. The digits are ordered from most significant to least significant in left to right order. The large integer does not contain any leading zeros. Increment the large integer by 1 and return the resulting array of digits. So basically, we are given with any integer that is large, for example, 3 or 4 digits, and the digits that it contains are stored in the form of an array. And for example, if we look at the first example, we have digits, that is the name of the array, and we have the digits 1, 2, and 3. So it's basically 123 is the number, and its digits are placed as this. So 1 is the most significant bit or digit, and subsequently we have 2 and 3. So when we add 1 to 123, we get 124. So this is what is happening over here. And we are returning 124 in the form of an array again. So in the next example, similarly, we have 4321 or 4321, and we have placed its digits in the array as particular elements. And on adding 1, we get 4,322 as the output. And also for example 3, we have 9. So since 9 is the only single number, so the next number that comes after 9 after adding 1 is 10. So we store 10 as like this. So basically, when we are at 9, we replace 9 or that particular digit at place of 9 as 0, and then we add 1 for the carry. So that is what the result is, 1 0 or 10. So now let's look at the basic logic behind this solution that we'll be deriving on. Here we are. So first of all, let us understand that what we're supposed to do. So if we take a number, suppose 567, okay, 567 is our number. And if we are supposed to arrange it in an array, so this is what it will look like, 567. Now our job is to add 1 to it. So it gives 568 as the answer. And that 568 has to be represented in the form of, again, an resulting array. This is what we're going to do. The first thing is that we have to travel or start from the right place, because this is where we add our number. In normal maths also, we started from the rightmost place or the ones place. This is the tens place. This is the hundreds place. Sorry. So at the ones place, we have to add 1. So that is why we start from this side. Okay. Now for that logic is clear, that where we have to begin from. So after that, when we are at the rightmost digit or at the ones place, we need to add 1. Okay, we have to add 1. Okay, and then we just move on to the next place. And there is condition for adding because for all the numbers that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, all these numbers, when I add 1 to them, this will result in this 4 will result in 5, 5 is going to result in 6, 6 will result in 7, 7 will result in 8, and 8 will result in 9. But 9 results in 10. So for all numbers till 8, it's fine that I can just update 7 over here that is present to 8, right? You know? And for that matter, if my 9 is present, wait, if my 9 is present at the last place, then I am going to have a problem because for that I will have to make this 0 and the 1 that remains of the 10 has to travel along, and that part we'll see later on how we'll be doing that. So right now our focus is on numbers 1 till 8 because those numbers are easy. So for that, let's formulate our pseudocode. So a pseudocode is somewhat going to look like this. In the suppose we are given digits, that is the name of the array. So first of all, we have to take n, that is going to be the size of digits. So this is going to be digits dot size. Okay. Now we have to begin from the right. So we use a for loop for that purpose. And we begin our I from n minus 1. Okay. As most of you will know, our array go from 0 till n minus 1 position. Okay. Because if I have an 1, 2, 3, and 4, for example, and this is 0, this is 1, 2, and 3. So all my elements are 4, but my index is 3. So till n minus 1, I have my array. Array's last element is present at n minus 1 index. So from n minus 1, I begin my journey. Then I go up to where I is greater than equal to 0. And till then, I go I minus minus because I am subtracting my index value from 3 to 2 to 1 to 0. And inside my for loop, this is something interesting. So the first thing is going to be that if my digits or the at the ith place which I am standing at right now is less than 9 that we discussed earlier. So if they are less than 9 or till 8, at that time we can just simply add digits of I plus plus. Means I'm just going to increment it by 1 because that's what we're going to do. We are supposed to add 1. And then I'm just going to return my digits simply. But the second case, this is the if block, and I'm not mentioning an else block. I'm just simply writing my second case. That is going to be where I have to where I have 9 as my current number or 9 as my current digit. So for that case, we have talked till 8. So for 9, what we're going to do is we are simply going to put digits of that to 0. Okay, I'm just going to replace 9 by 0. And once my for loop gets over, this is my for loop, this is my if that is getting over. And once my for loop gets over, I am just going to insert my 1 that is of 10 that was remaining, the carry 1. I am going to insert at the beginning of the array that will return as the answer. So digits dot insert, we're going to use an insert function over here. At the position, for those who don't know, we use the insert function in with first mentioning our position. So digits dot begin, that's where I want to add my 1, and the value that we are supposed to insert. That's how we write our insert function. And at the last, this is where I am inserting my 1 or using my carry 1. And after that, I just return digits. That's what I'm going to do because that's what we're here for. We have to finally return our answer. So yeah, this is pretty much it. The pseudocode that we are supposed to look into. Now let's focus on the code and solve this question on Leetcode. Here we have a function. So first we'll begin by initializing our n with digits dot size. Then I'm just going to use my for loop straight ahead with int I equals n minus 1, I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus. Over here, I am just going to increment my value of digits to 1 when, wait, this has to come under the if condition, if my mm, mm, if my digits of I is going to be lesser than 9. For that case, I'm just going to increment my digits and return digits. This is basically where I'm adding 1. After this, for the second case, looking for n, looking for 9, I just do digits equals to 0. And outside the for loop, I am going to insert my 1 that was left. Insert at digits dot begin, and what I have to insert is 1. And after that, I return my digits. So it's pretty much okay. Let's run this. Again, yeah, it has passed all the test cases. As you can see, great job. Let's submit. So yeah, we have completed this question as well. So thank you so much for watching this video.